だし、あらかじめ断っておくと、素晴らしき日々の語りはいくつかの異なる哲学的到達点と並行して読めるよう。
1999年の7月、終わらないんだよ。20日に世界が終わる。いい？今から飛ぶのよ。力を取り戻すために、世界を救うために。20日に世界が終わるのに、突然なんてことをやっていていいのでしょうか。世界が生まれた時から定められたことなのです。
聞くがよい。世界は20日で動くものだもよ。これは紛れもない真実だ。
全てを知り、そして全てを知らない間宮くんが。好きだけどまだ言えないよ。兄さんはいなくならないって証明して。代償もなく願いが叶えられることなんてありえない。いずれ去る時に必ず言霊で心をねじ曲げることになる。あなたは今何色ですか？知らない。
月曜日、賑やかな夜、ラジオに紛れそっとビート刻む。誰も気づかない、とてもかすかにそれは始まる。幾億年の時を超え、その続きで光に乗って不思議な出来事に僕らはためらったね。途方もないことが起きている。音波の構図の中におや君を見つけたよ。淡い影だけの姿、何かを求め手を伸ばす。新世界のドア開け、真っ白夢に乗っていくつも海越えて強くなれるよ、優しくなれる。誰よりみんな知ってる神話のよう。桜舞う夜にもう一度夢を見よう。現実を脱ぎ捨て花になろう。遥かな風のささやき、耳を澄ませば
Hello, and welcome back to Aikome, and let's continue where we left off. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, there you go. After spending some time with Nishino's training menu and returning, the clock had already passed 4 p.m. Looking the wrong thing.
そろそろ晩ご飯の準備した方がいいね。どうしようか。
Why don't you make some kare?
そうだ、お得意さんから牛肉をたくさんもらってたんだ。お店で出してくださいって送ってくれたんだけど、閉めちゃったから。
Beat Kare then. Can you make some at Nita-san's place?
それもいいけど、せっかく合宿してるんだから学校でバーベキューするとか。
Nice. Kind of really jealous.
そんなのしていいんですか？確か申請すれば学校の敷地内でやっていいはずだよ。いいね。
Barbecue, huh? Standing outside in the humid heat, preparing everything, eating while standing, then cleaning up afterward. That's the most inefficient way to eat. Why not just relax in an air-conditioned room and enjoy a meal?
現代っ子すぎる。
でもバーベキューするための用具とか持ってる人いるの？
私の家にあるよ。急いで取ってくる。ちょうど走りたかったし。
See me happy to have an excuse to run. Ishino trotted out with a spring in her step.
じゃあ私たちは買い出しに行こうか。お肉は新田さんが持ってきてくれるとして、野菜とか必要だよね。
Alright. Here. Use this.
ありがとう。さっきも気になったけど、これって部費？
Yeah. Use it without hesitation. It was from my pocket money, but let's just say it's club funds for now.
あゆちくんは？
Me? I'm right here.
6人分の材料を女の子に買わせてきて、自分は部室にいることに何の疑問もないみたいだよ。彼はああいうやつですよ。君、荷物持ちぐらいしなよ。
Huh?
坂下さんと片桐さん2人で6人分の野菜を持って帰るのはおかしいじゃないか。
Call a taxi. I'll pay for it. Oh yeah, this guy is bawling.
そんなもったいないことできないよ。
It's my money, so it's fine.
これ部費じゃなかったの？
Yeah.
いいから行きなさい。
What about you?
誰かが荷物番してないとダメでしょ。
Then I'll keep an eye on the room.
はいはい、行った行った。
Huh? Why do I have to?
なんかさ、ロミちゃんってあゆちくんのお母さんみたいだね。
What? Don't say weird stuff like that. What the hell is with that laugh?
なんで僕だけ？
I'd rather know how you ended up with a weird laugh in the middle of this. What kind of annoying character are you? So, what do we need for a barbecue? We got the niku, right?
焼肉の時に焼いている野菜じゃないかな。かぼちゃに玉ねぎ。
And maybe sausage, wiener. Oh yeah, they use wiener instead of sausage in Japanese. I don't know why.
ウインナ
There
ー？
you
で
go.
もお肉結構あるみたいだよ。
I'm not really a big fan of niku though. But wiener is made out of meat. Even when we go to yakiniku places, I just ended up eating the sausages the whole time. Well, I hardly ever even go to yakiniku places anyway.
子供ってそうだよね。みんなよく食べてる。
Huh?
あれ？あゆちくん、なんでそんなにそば入れてるの？
At a barbecue, don't they usually do things like grilled soba noodles?
そうは言ってもこんなに。これほぼ焼きそばが主役じゃない？
It's delicious, so it's fine.
昼のラーメンでやみつきに。
It's not like that. Everyone started preparing the ingredients using the club room's cooking tools. Outside the window, Nishino and Romi were setting up various equipment.
働く気ゼロって感じだよね。 あいうち、バーベキューって言ったら男の子の腕の見せ所じゃないの。何かしなさいよ。
I don't know anything about preparing for a barbecue.
胸を張って言うことか。
I'm just along for the ride because you guys wanted to do it, but I'm not actively trying to take charge or anything.
またそんなことを。
It seemed like it would still be a while before everything was ready to eat. If I stayed here, they'll probably keep nagging me about stuff. I'll come back when it's ready.
言っちゃった。まったく。
I decide to wander aimlessly. So yeah, there's another crew doing a barbecue in a different spot. Eating something hot on a sweltering summer evening. The world's full of weirdos, huh? Maybe they've been brainwashed by the barbecue cult.
お、相打ちじゃねえか。
Ah,
また一人でブラブラしてるのか。
寂しいやつめ。
no, I just had a barbecue.
なんだと。まさか一人バーベキュー。
一人焼肉の遥か上を行く修羅の道。想像するだけで涙がこみ上げてくるぞ。
お前はそんな道を行こうとしていたのか。一人6人テーブルといい、何かの修行なのかそれは。
What's wrong with this six-person table? Don't give it such confusing names.
俺たちも手伝うぞ。お前一人で行かせるか。
待て、俺たちが参加したらそれじゃただのバーベキューじゃねえか。
そうか。しかしそれもよし。
シュータ、何してたの？ああ、あゆちくん。もう焼き始めてるよ。早く来なよ。
That log.
裏切り者。
They ran. I had no idea what was going on.
どうしたのかな。
さあな。
食べた食べた。
We chatted and ate while enjoying ourselves. By the time we finished cleaning up, it was already nightfall. So a meal that takes this much time and effort.
これからどうするの？私はいつも晩ご飯食べたら軽く5キロほど走ってるんだけど。
Here we go again. Do you want to die if you don't? Do you die if you don't run 5 kilometers?
死ぬと言っても過言ではない。
Go ahead and do it later. The training camp menu isn't over yet, though.
まだ何かするの
Yishina, you're scared of the dark and stuff, right?
暗いところいや、どうだろう。てか、いきなり何よ。
Are you the type who's fine with haunted houses and stuff?
それは苦手。
I figured. Yeah, I knew it.
何よ。なんか企んでる？嫌な予感しかしない。
We're going to do a test of courage in the school building.
肝試し？
It's not just any test of courage. It's a terrifying one, produced by me. I'll apply psychology to precisely target the core of people's fears and show you a scientific haunted house. What the hell?
意味わからないけど、嫌な予感しかしない。絶対。
Oops. No way. This is part of the training too.
特訓。そう言われると、やらないといけないような。うまく乗せられてる。
Nishina, This is a trial to help you win.
試練私やる。
That's the spirit.
その代わり真央ちゃんと一緒ね。
What?
一人は無理。絶対無理。どうしてもと言うなら相打ちを倒してでも私は拒否する。
Fine. Alright, bring her along then.
ということでよろしく。僕まで巻き込まれてるの？相内くんが用意した性格悪そうな肝試しなんて嫌だ。
Don't talk about me like that.
私たちは後から二人で行こうか。はい。で、どんな仕掛けなの？その人の恐怖心の急所をつく仕掛けっていうのは。
They had a special BGM just for this. I don't know if they're gonna reuse it for something else, but this is the first time I'm hearing this one. There aren't any tricks like that.
どういうこと？
I just threw in some random bluffing to scare Nishina. The point is to encourage Nishina to overcome that bluff. Her rival probably uses bluffs too. Through this test, I'll teach her that there's no need to fear something so intangible.
なるほど。一応いろいろと考えているんだね。じゃあ何か仕掛けをしたりしないのかい？
I'm not going to bother with that. The pitch black school building at night is more than enough of a stage. So cheap tricks would just be tacky.
まあそれもそうか。
Seeing the true form of Yura or something like that. They'll probably just get scared and excited over things like swaying curtains on their own. A voice echoed from the other side of the hallway. She's already scared of something that doesn't even exist. Nishino and Katagiri came running, screaming. Good work, guys.
怖かった。
But there was no real threat. The fear you're holding on to is about your rival is also intangible.
やりすぎだよ。
Huh? I didn't do anything.
嘘。あの白い影どうやったのよ。
What do you mean, Shirokage? You probably just misinterpreted something.
すごいリアルに現れて煙みたいに消えるから。煙みたいなのにちゃんと女の人の顔に見えて声までして。すごい怖かったけど同時にさすが科学的な肝試しだなって。相打ちやるなって。相打ち？
I don't know anything about that.
また。あ、これぞ心理学的な肝試しかな。騙されないんだから。
No, really. I didn't set up anything.
怖かった。何が出るかなってドキドキしたけど仕掛けなんてなかったね。次相打ちの番じゃないかな。
I'm the one setting up the tricks.
そうはいかない。そもそも何も仕掛けないんでしょ。人にやらせたんだから自分もやらないとね。
This is part of Nishino's mental strengthening strategy. I got nothing to do with it.
相打ちも少しはメンタル強化したらいいでしょ。そうそう。何かあるとすぐ部屋に閉じこもってないで。
Huh? What are you even talking about? I don't get it.
じゃあ説明してあげる。首絞めるな。いいから行ってきなさい。
Yeah. Fine, I'll go. Romi.
私を巻き込んだ。
Fine, I'll go. But with Romi. You're going to get involved anyway. It's better if it's just the two of us.
君、いろいろ言っておいて一人は怖いの？
That's not it. It's just that I feel bad for you if you're left alone.
いや、私は別に一人でも。
Just come on. Let's go. Honestly, what a handful you are. Huh. Walking through the mountains is one thing, but there's nothing new to see even if you walk around school now. Not that it's much better with the old buildings, but the school hasn't been around for more than 10 years or so. It doesn't have any of that kind of charm.
なんでさっきからペラペラ喋ってるの？
I'm bored.
あれ、何かな？
Huh?
何？
That's my line. What's with the sudden question?
あれ何かなって言っただけだよ。
Huh?
白い影が揺れてるね。
It's probably just the curtains or something.
気のせいか、女の子のように見えるけど。
Huh? Don't say weird things. If you look at it with that kind of mindset, even the curtains can seem like a girl. For a moment, I saw it. A small girl peeking at us from the end of the hallway. Her figure hazy and indistinct. The girl was staring intently in our direction. Well, we're doing a test of courage too, so it's not strange if there are still students around. I slowly raised my arm, pointing something like a finger gun towards us. Towards her, I guess. In an instant, a pale blue light erupted from the tip of her fingers. Oh no, she's the one who's pointing the finger gun to them. Just like that, the girl vanished. それは
もうすぐです。
Huh? Almost もうすぐね。
何？
Did you not hear it? Someone's voice.
うん。
Well, maybe I misheard the sound of the wind.
窓閉まってるけどね。
Pointless.
君、なんでもいいけど、ちょっと距離が近くないか？
It's dark, so I can't see. What?
カーテンが踊ってるね。
It's just the wind, probably.
風にしては不思議な。
Hey, isn't there someone behind us? See? You're overdoing it. It's making things less scary. Humans fear the darkness, it's all after all. When it becomes too artificial, the fear fades.
燃えた？
Huh? The curtains that have been fluttering suddenly burst into blue flames. Ah!
君、距離が近いんだけど。
Am I?
手を握るのもやめて。
You were the one who grabbed it, weren't you?
違うよ。お疲れ。あれ？なんか顔が青いよ、相打ち。
It's just because it's dark. Mattak. Yada yada. I mean yada yada. I'll admit, that was pretty elaborate. But I'm not impressed by stuff like that.
ああいうの
Like using fire inside the school, for example.
何の話
I mean, making the curtains flutter and setting them on fire.
やってないよそんなこと私たちみんなここで待ってたし手握るのやめて
He's still holding her hand. You're the one who grabbed it, weren't you?
それじゃあそろそろ部屋に引き上げようかリネン室に布団を受け取りに行けばいいんだよね
Apparently, the girls were going to spread out their futons in the clubroom and sleep together. Well, at least here, there's a lock and the air conditioning works.
あゆちくんはどこで寝るの
I've arranged to use the corner of an empty classroom. I'll spread out my futon there.
教室に一人で寝るのそれ怖くない
Don't say that. Normally, it's not scary at all. But tonight, yeah, it is a bit. Well then, I'll be heading out soon.
別に遊んでいってもいいよ
No thanks. I got things to do on my own.
やることって
Internet.
こんな日ぐらいやめたら
Internet yamero? No. 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 Anyway. There's a site I check every day. I want to go through it all.
そんなんよりのやろうよ
What's Uno?
カードゲームだよ知らないの
Isn't it just regular cards?
じゃない
What a niche game you're bringing, huh? The only one who'd know about that is probably just you.
私も知ってるよ私も知ってる私も
And I don't know it either.
でのって誰でもやったことあるんじゃないの
That's fucking over, Ayuchi.
待って新田さんシュータには友達がいなかったから
Romi, you didn't have to say that out loud. What kind of follow-up is that? You don't exactly have anyone either, do you?
でも私はのぐらい知ってるよ
Maji. Maji-ska. Anyway, fine, let's do it. I'll watch for now. I watch as Romi and the others played a few games while comparing them to the instructions. Naruhodo. I think I got the rules down. Alright, I'll join in soon. Kata!
強い
Haha, I got the hang of it now. In the end, it's all about probability. You can figure out the most winning moves. Victory will naturally come to you. Smart people win. That's what Uno is. The game for smart people.
すごい得意げになってきたそろそろやめない
Hey, wait. I'm just getting into the groove here.
私は抜けた私も失礼
Wait, even Romi's losing? Isn't Romi supposedly intellectually his equal or superior? I don't even know.
僕も
I'm not letting you go. You're the one who started this after all.
二人でのとか嫌だよ
Just do it already.
この音なんだろう。あ、今日って花火大会。
I didn't even hear the sound. They didn't even add the sound effect. They just randomly. Maybe I just didn't hear it. I don't know.
忘れてた。
I'll watch the VODs and try to double check if there was really a blowing sound effect, or it's just like it just suddenly stopped and just said, "Oh, what's that sound?"
見える？
Everyone gathered at the madoka and looked up at the sora.
ちょっと難しいね。マンションに隠れてる。どこだと見えるかな？
I really thought of the koan, but I couldn't remember which direction it was in. Besides, by the time we got there, the hanabi might already be over.
屋上がいいよ。え？屋上って行けるの？うん。
Everyone headed upstairs to the okujo.
鍵かかってるよ、扉。
I reached into my pocket to pull out the spare kagi I hid in there.
大丈夫。合鍵があるから。
Oh, why do you even have something like that?
作ったから。時々考え事をするのに屋上を使ってたから。
You're such a weirdo for someone who also has his own copy of his own spare. Well, not that I want to talk. Using Romi's spare key, we stepped out onto the okujo. As expected, there was no one else around except us. In that moment, a large firework bloom exploded into the distant sky.
おー！
As we stepped onto the okujo, we could see the hanabi directly in front of us.
すごいね。
Sakashita was standing there, completely lost in thought.
あゆちくん。楽しい夏をありがとう。
What's with the sudden... Oh my god, this feels like a death flag. This is like a flag.
私、自分のことが分かりかけてる。
Oh shit.
思い出してきてる。
Oh shit. Yesterday, Kaoya said the same words. Sakashita.
あゆちくんも分かってるんでしょ？私がどういう存在か。
By the way, I remember I was thinking this earlier. And also at when we were during Sakashita's route, they never show what she actually looked like. Like, what we see of Sakashita Ina right now might just be her ideal projection of herself. You know, it may not necessarily reflect what she actually looks like. That's why when she went back as Hotaru, we never saw what she looked like. They never once showed a sprite of her, so we're not even sure what she actually looks like. Unless, they explain it's literally just her, what she looks like right now. Anyway, whatever, I don't know. But so far, I'm giving the impression that her projection doesn't necessarily mean what she actually looks like, but I don't know, maybe it's more of a... I don't know how I inferred that, but I got that understanding somewhere. Anyway.
私はきっと私もう少しで消えちゃうんだよね。
Sakashita. You.
だからあゆちくんは私がいなくなる前に楽しい思い出をくれたんだよね。
My bad. I couldn't give you a fundamental solution though. But I was grateful to you. for accepting my weird invitation. And that's why I wanted to help.
大丈夫。私は大丈夫。あゆちくんも大丈夫。世界もきっと大丈夫だよ。
What are you even talking about?
なんだろうね。なんだったんだろうね。私。
The Hanabi had ended.
終わったね。
Oh no, Umi-chan! Umi-chan! No, but I can't even remember her name anymore. Wait, that's what actually literally that happened in Alka. When Umi disappeared, they were wondering, why am I crying? Why do I feel sad with the Hanabi?
うん。
For a while, we all just stared silently at the sky, as if waiting for more Hanabi to go off. But there was still a year left before the next set of Hanabi.
じゃあ寝ようか。
We left that spot behind, and everyone just forgot about Sakashita Ina.
バイバイ。あゆちくん。
Well, this is also where I left off with Kama's route. I was supposed to read today, but I was so busy, so we're in the same we're in the same boat right now. Both for Sakashita and Kame. Anyway, Natsuyasumi was almost over, with just about a week left. Nothing had been resolved, but something had definitely changed. The environment around me was clearly different now compared to before Natsuyasumi. And according to Romi's theory, that's what's keeping me alive right now. Anyway, I'm still alive. The world is still going on. Summer, Natsu was slowly but steadily moving forward towards its end. Just like that, totally totally forgot about her. Every month, I go to my Oji-san's viewing for brainwave measurements.
正直なところ悪いとも言えないしいいとも言い切れないな。
Really? It seems like things are going really well.
みたいだね。ただ君をあまり脅かしたいわけじゃないが危ういところに立っていることは忘れないでほしい。どれだけ調子が良くてもね。
Oh, is that so?
僕から言えたセリフでないのは100も承知で言わせてもらうけどね。有村ロミという子は信用していいのかい？
What do you mean by that?
君の命を引き延ばしていることに成功しているというのは認めよう。大したものだ。君の親族として主治医として彼女には大いに礼を言いたい。彼女の説は理論的とは言い難いが事実こうして君に対しては効力を示している。しかしそれは結局のところその場しのぎでしかない。細い綱をようよう渡っている状況に変わりはないんだ。君は結局いつ死んでもおかしくない状況にあるんだよ。何も君に妙な疑心を抱かせたいわけじゃない。僕が言いたいのは彼女が何をしようとしているのか何を目的にしているのかということなんだ。確かに彼女と同じ仮説を試して症状が緩和された例はいくらか見つかる。それは科学的な論拠こそないが事実らしいと見られる。僕が気になるのはそれはあくまでいくらか緩和させる程度のものだということなんだ。 日々頭痛やめまいに悩まされる程度の軽症者ならいいだろう。けど君にはどうなんだということなんだ。まさか彼女だって君が人と交流することによって水性病の因子がきれいさっぱり消えると思っているわけじゃあるまい。じゃあ彼女は君をどうしたいんだろ
I understand what you're saying, Uchi-san. And she's a smart one. She knows full well what she's doing is only a temporary solution. Probably her goal lies elsewhere. I don't know if it's aiming for my fundamental cure or something entirely different. If she doesn't tell me about it at this stage, then she probably has no intention of doing so.
う。それでも君は
I still trust her. Though, it's by elimination, I suppose. There's nothing I can do on my own, and I can't trust the doctors or other adults either. All that's left is Arimura Romi. That's all. If there were something more trustworthy, I'd jump at it in the right beat. The heartbeat. But for now, I trust her.
そっか。ならば私としては見守るとしか言えないね。無力さをかみしめながら。
Please, do that. That's what will lead to progress after all. Though I said that in front of my Oji-san, I wasn't sure if I truly trusted Romi. There was definitely something inconsistent about her actions. And my Oji-san's doubts were indeed hitting the mark. She kept making me walk on the tightrope. She refused to cut straight to the core of things. It felt like she was watching me, trying to gauge something. Even so, I couldn't bring myself to doubt Romi. Doshite. Maybe it's because she shared memories with me as a child that she felt so strong. Or perhaps I simply trusted her personality, plain and simple. But after that, I don't know what kind of life she had led. She even changed her name for some reason. I don't know how she had changed, or what she was actually thinking now. Well, it's not just her. I don't care about what anyone is thinking, and I don't want to know either. Yo,
ああ、
you're staying here?
泊まることも多いよ。
So, where do you usually go? I heard your address is some mansion or something.
ああ、いや、あそこは住民票を置いてるだけだから。だいたいホテルで寝泊まりしてるよ。
What's that supposed to mean?
楽なんだ。身の回りのことはしてくれるし。
Who's they? Well, there's no point in prying into her mysterious lifestyle. I went to the viewing today. They said I'm not in a position where I can be optimistic yet.
そうか。
Your hypothesis is probably correct. In fact, ever since we started recruiting club members, I've been feeling much better. Like this, teasing others a bit. I don't know if it's because of what you said about strengthening my tamashi, but the results are there. But, demo. It won't solve things fundamentally though.
そうだね。
To add to that, people don't really change much. Right now, I'm forcing myself to stay energetic and act unlike my usual self. I don't think this kind of thing can last forever. And I don't want it to either.
楽しくないかい？
It's not fun at all. In a situation where I might die anytime, how could it possibly be fun to deal with the trivial concerns of people who don't matter?
ごめん。
Well, I guess it kind of makes sense for him to get to Romi's route. He basically spent the whole Natsuyasumi not getting too close to any of the tree girls enough that things would change so much. But here, it's like this is like a situation where he ended up like you know when you play a VN and you don't get enough affection points to get to any route, so you get the normal end. This is what it feels like right now, but obviously it's intended to go to Romi's route. But that makes me wonder, what is the kind of ending you get if you didn't get enough affection points for any of the girls? I heard that if you try to do Romi's route before you even like finish the 3 other routes, you essentially get the basic ending, and I don't know what that looks like, so we never tried to figure that out. Anyway, it's nothing. It's not your fault to apologize for that.
そうだ。私は数日東京を離れるんだ。
Huh? Business trip or something?
ちょっとね。家族のことで。
Kazuku? What's going on with her situation right now? I think she only had Okasa-san. Could it be... Moshikashite? Well, it's not my place to pry. Sokka. Wakatta.
もし何かあったら。
I'll contact you first.
幸運を祈るよ。
Yeah, I'll make sure I'm not a course when you come back.
本当だよ。
Romi.
何？
Well, I'm sorry for being so harsh with you. Romi didn't say anything, just smiled faintly and walked away. These two are so alike, you know? They just randomly just leave. They just randomly leave in the middle of the conversation like that. The complaints I vented to Romi were genuine. People don't really change that much after all. That day, Romi had said, "Light up the town." She said it was about interacting with people to strengthen your tamashii. And so, was that how she planned to live her life? Would it be a shifuku if I could spend my whole life in this carefree town? To end my days in such a small world? Is that what I truly wish for? What do I even want? What am I longing for? It's almost time to begin. Amid the wind, someone's voice reached my ears. Mm. 9 a.m. I usually wake up without an alarm, but I always get up by 7:30. It seems like I overslept spectacularly. What should I do today? I've been wasting the remaining days at Natsuyasumi. Slowly getting up, I ate a random asagohan. Turning on the television out of boredom only showed me some carefree news. While snacking on leftovers and lazily browsing the internet and reading magazines, the sun began to set. Maybe I'll go out for a bit. I wanted at least a proper dinner. No, once I stepped outside, there wasn't much to do anyway. I entered a cafe, sipped coffee, and absentmindedly read the newspaper I'd never usually pick up. Then after browsing the bookstore for a bit, I headed home. Beyond the dimly lit alley, I saw a group of students surrounding what appeared to be a quiet student from another school. What were they doing? The boys surrounding him kept demanding something. The surrounding male student was looking down, trembling. Collection money? What a bunch of idiots. Even those idiots could live carefree just being fools. Meanwhile, I had to struggle so much just to survive. What's the world coming to? Somehow I felt restless and irritated. Fools.
Huh?
The click of my tongue and muttered words as the past seemed to reach the fool's ears clearly.
おい待てよ、そこの。今、なんか言ったか。
別に。
アホとか言ったよな。
No, I didn't.
何もってことはないだろう。アホって言っただろうが。
I didn't. Even if I did, what's the harm in calling out? Suddenly he punched me.
おい、なんか文句あるならもう一回言ってみろ。
This is pointless.
ああ、くだらないって言ったな。何がくだらないんだよ。
Your lives.
ああ
You. 例えば, after living recklessly during your school days and scraping the bottom of society, you'll end up dying miserably without achieving anything meaningful in life. You're just maggots. We're grateful. Even you, scum, are given a warm bed, food, and entertainment by this damn world.
お前、江戸時代なら切られてるぞ。感謝しろ。クソったれな世の中に。
ケイちゃんの返し超クール、知的すぎる。
Don't touch me so casually, you trash.
ああ、まだ何かあるのか。
You primitives. If I wanted to, I could wipe you out in an instant.
はあ、
もしかしてパパは権力者ですか？超怖え。
お坊ちゃんにお願いするわ。小遣いちょうだい。そしたら消えてやるよ。
I'll make you disappear. You. I'll make you disappear.
超怖え。
こいつあれじゃね？ゲームのってやつ。なんかオタクっぽいし。
タケちゃんもゲームやりまくってんじゃん。ガチャ。
It's over for this guy.
ガチャってゲームな。あれ。
ゲームに決まってるっしょ。
いや、ガチャはガチャじゃね。
じゃああれだ。勉強の。
それめっちゃいいやつじゃん。で、出すの小遣い。
Drop dead. アホ。
じゃあ、死ね。
バキューン。
Huh? A blue light flash. Before I knew it, a girl had appeared between the guys and me. Who's this mystery person that we obviously saw in the opening song and we saw her name? Ooh, look at that. Very nice outfit. The girl spread her arms protectively over me.
に
The girl made a finger gun and pointed at the guys.
なんだこいつ。
バキューン。
Huh? What's going on? A pale blue light shot from the girl's fingertips.
行こうぜ。
たけちゃん待ってよ。
Who are you? What did you just do?
バキューン。
Ah! I was facing the mysterious girl. Lately, I've been meeting a lot of weird people, but this one, she's in a completely different league. What are you?
それはあなたを助けます。
The girl pointed at me and muttered something. What's that?
それはあなたを助けます。私はそれをあなたに示しました。
I fell into thought for a moment. I get that part. You saved me, right? But what did you just do?
それをあなたは行使することができます。私はあなたにそれを示しました。
Me? You mean I can do that?
危険はあなたを再び襲うでしょう。あなたはそれをしなくてはならない。だから私はそれを教えました。
Who are you? Really? Well, there's no denying she saved me. I'd like to thank you or something. Could I? I handed her a 1,000 yen bill. The girl looked at that 1,000 yen bill in my palm. She brushed it away. Was that too little? I added 2 more bills. She brushed it away. Did she need a 10,000 yen bill?
それを行使したことによってお腹が空きました。
Oh, right. Then let's grab something to eat at the Shokodo.
私はその提案を受け入れない理由はない。
You're being awfully round about it. You mean you were going to eat, right? I wonder what's the story about this mysterious girl. And I'm surprised the Shokodo is still open at this late hour. Well, there's no impression that it's like 11 or 7, you know what I mean? 7 p.m. I don't know. I ended up at the Shokodo with this mysterious girl at such a late hour. Well, whatever. This is just part of interacting with people. Got any food you want to eat? Even if I asked, she'd probably only give me a nonsensical answer. I'll just order something random.
カレーうどん。
Nani?
カレーうどん。
Wakatta. Ja. Should I get kare udon or kare rice?
どっち？
I'll have kare rice then. Kare udon and kare rice. お願いします。
どっち？
You'll have the kare udon, and I'll take the kare rice.
シュータ
You're silly calling me by my name. Did I even introduce myself?
どっち
No. So, kare rice or kare udon? Which one do you want?
カレーうどん
Then eat it. Consider it a small token of gratitude.
私はこれをいただきます。これはカレーうどん
Ah. Now I want to get some udon tomorrow.
これは美味しい
Good. よかった. And then
うーん
she just followed along as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Not grateful she saved me, but is this how she's going to keep milking me? Where do you live?
うん
Where's your whole base, huh?
家はホームのことです。
Yeah, I guess so. So where's that?
それとは何ですか
You're the one who's saying
う
that.
ん
I'm heading home. What about you?
うーん帰ります。
Then get going. She ended up following me all the way to my house. Hey, when are you going home?
うん
This is my house now. I'm leaving.
うーん
I owe you, but I'm not going to keep this up. Huh? Meow? What the hell is that thing? A neko was perched on top of the girl's head.
ついてきたようです。
Fall, you? Is that your pet? Though she seems oddly familiar with it.
いいえ。でも、私の連れではあるかもしれません。
What?
それは私を監視していました。
Watching you?
なので、連れとも言えるかもしれません。
Soka, just go home, both of you.
ん
The girl made a face like she didn't understand why. I held my head in frustration. Nita-san. When I peeked into the shop, she was chatting and laughing with some lady. Introducing such a weird, strange girl out of nowhere would just leave them bewildered. Oh, why is it thanks for letting me in your own house? Wait, let me retranslate this. This is a weird thing to say to your own house. Thanks for letting me in. If it gets serious, make sure to explain the situation properly. I'm a little confused. What's going on? That said, I already had a vague idea. This girl wasn't normal. Maybe it's time to look into her a bit more. But how exactly should I go about it?
私を調べる
Huh? This girl. She's reading my mind.
脱ぐ
Damn, what the hell, man? What the hell? What's up with this girl? That's not necessary.
それは着衣のままを望む
The way you phrase that is kind of bothering me. You're reading my mind, aren't you?
あなたと私はつながっている。
What's going on?
あなたがクジラとつながっている。私もクジラとつながっている。
No idea. Well, I guess there's no stopping her now. I'm going to sleep. You can use the sofa or whatever. See ya. She was staring at me intently. It's bothering you, isn't it? Go to sleep. And tomorrow, I'm absolutely kicking you out. Otherwise, I'll call the Keisatsu. Make sure to explain properly when it happens, that you came here on your own. That I didn't do anything wrong.
私たちは結ばれています。
No, I mean that kind of thing. Never mind, I'm going to sleep.
シュータ、どっちですか？開くのですか？開かないのですか？
Just as she said, I'm meeting her. At some incredibly important moment. Where was it? I'm getting confused. The LLM's now shitting itself right now. I had a yume. A yume about the Kujira. It was in the deep blue sea. No, I'm sure it was Yoru back then. But now I'm in the Yume. Anything is possible. Welcome back, Yoru no. Anyway, a very large Kujira was swimming right in front of me. The girl was swimming alongside the Kujira. I know her. That's right. This isn't the first time she saved me. Back then, I met her. She told me something. By the way, if she appears to save him at times, why didn't she show up at times before? Anyway.
新世界のドアを開くのですか？開かないのですか？私はシグマ。
Shigma. They have a very particular way of spelling Shiguma in the opening song. Asa ka. It's only 6:30. A mysterious sound like picha picha could be heard. Did that wake me up? What the hell? What? Ah!
どうも。
What are you doing? White milk was spreading across the floor, and the Neko was licking it up with the picha picha sounds. It was an outrageous scene, one I'd never seen since moving into this mansion.
それは食べることを求めました。ミルクは与えられますが、それをうまく飲めません。こぼれたミルクをそれは飲めます。
Ah, soka. Whatever, let it be. I took out the sandwich I bought from the fridge.
カレーうどんですか？
For some reason, it leaned forward. I don't eat that kind of stuff in the morning. If you want it, pour hot water into this and eat it. I pulled out kare-flavored instant ramen.
どうも。
And I actually started eating it. A couple men on a summer morning. What an oppressive sight. Meanwhile, yesterday, Heidi was like, I've been eating cup udon for days in the morning. Hey, I got something to ask you.
Hmm?
You did something yesterday, didn't you? What was that about?
あれはなんだ？
That thing, like electricity buzzing stuff.
把握しました。それのことですね。
Yeah, that's it.
カレーうどんは食堂で食べられます。とても美味しい。
That's not it. And it's not about the kare udon. What was that buzzing thing?
あ、美味しくてビリビリきました。
Is that so? Even if it's deliciously cheap, you don't usually get that kind of reaction. I'm talking about before, when you see me.
把握しました。
Are you sure?
それは少しです。
What do you mean, squishy?
少しの力です。
Chikara.
私はそれをあなたに教えた。あなたはそれを行使する。
So I can do that too?
はい。
How?
あなたはそれをたどる。クジラが見つかる。
Kujira?
あなたの心はクジラに会うことができます。そしてあなたは新世界のドアを開くのですか？開かないのですか？
I let it alone and just kept I left her alone and just kept browsing the internet though. No, even while online, my mind was spinning in circles. Something big is about to happen. This creature's appearance was undoubtedly the beginning of it all. I'm being forced to make a decision. Before I knew it, it was already past noon. I got hungry. Ne, wanna grab something to eat?
カレーうどん？
Again? Well, whatever. Let's go.
昨日の食堂ですか？
Exactly.
それはとてもいい提案です。
Shigma was eating the kare udon with unusually proper manners. I'm just casually drinking it, but
ありがとうございます。いただきます。
dig in. But she eats so neatly, not a single drop of sauce is spilled. Not that it
ビ
matters
リビ
though.
リ。
You're really bitty bitty, huh?
美味しい。ビリビ
Do you want a good bitty bitty? Oh, you know which VN is that? 変なやつ. I wish I could read that VN again, but I'm not allowed. If you know the ending of that VN, you know why I'm not allowed to read it again. I mean, it's one of those things that I actually take seriously for some reason. I don't know, man. I know it's just a visual novel, but for some reason, I'm taking the last thing that Aoi mentioned seriously for that. And ever since then, I just can never open the thing ever again. Anyway, I thought about meeting someone and offloading this troublesome person onto them, but even as I wandered around the gakko, I didn't run into anyone. In the club room, I read a poem while Shiguma played with the neko and chatted about things that made no sense. Eventually, the sun set and I decided to head home. So, in the end, am I going to have her back with me again today? I know this isn't a normal person. She isn't a normal person. But that doesn't mean I know what to do about it.
シュータ、
What do you want?
星を見に行きたいです。
Hoshi, as you can see, they're not out yet. It's not like changing locations will make them appear. I mean, technically, if you move to... Anyway.
一番星が見える場所へ連れて行ってください。
Fine, follow me. Sunset was approaching. If we just wandered aimlessly, the tide would probably set by the time we got there. It's a coin. Closest spot to the sky in this town. In another town, it's building C. But anyway. At least within my range, that is. Well, if you force your way up a higher hill or could go up a building, I guess it wouldn't be limited to that. Being somewhat high and with an open view thanks to being a koan, this place was perfect for looking at the Sora. With a quick hop, Shiguma leaped onto the railing. Hoi! The drop below was a cliff. No kids played here, so there wasn't even a net set up. Shiguma skillfully balanced herself as she walked along the railing.
シュータ、
I'm running out of CGs that I could use, man. She has an interesting set of socks. Why is only one of her socks? Why is her sock just one down and the other one all the way as a tie high? What's with you all of a sudden?
私はあそこから来ました。
Over there? Shiguma was staring intently at the Sora above. Sora?
そうです。
Wait, are you saying she's a Chujin? What the fuck? What is this Via going to now? What do you mean the Sora? It's not some kind of kingdom of birds or clouds, is it?
宇宙です。はるか遠い。
She is an Uchujin. She literally is an Uchujin, man. What is this Vian doing now?
私たちの星は滅びました。
This is like that one episode in Darling of Franks, you know? When at the beginning you were fighting some sort of dinosaur-like creatures that were hidden underneath the earth and kind of did something in the world. And then in just that same episode, when they were finally dealing with the dinosaurs, you just found out aliens were involved. That's where Darling the Franks went. I remember it being a really good anime until it got to the aliens. 問題ない。
星は滅びましたが、情報は空に放たれました。長い旅の末に、遠い星からそれはこの星にたどり着きました。私たちは待っていました。海の中で誰かが会いに来るのを。そしてあなたが来ました。あなたはあそこにいた。そして私たちと交信する力を持っていた。だから私たちは鍵をあなたに渡したのです。
It's like a rival over again, maybe.
あなたは継承者です。あなたはどうしますか？
What exactly does it mean when he opens the heat. According to the other routes, he has the power to end the world. But what exactly does that mean? Does he have a super device or something that, or super power that just blows up the earth or something? But now it looks like it might be a dimensional door that allows the Chujins to go in. That's what I'm inferring right now. Sokka. I think I get it now. I get it. I kind of felt like I heard your voice before. So, it was you, Seimi. Us. That Natsu. There we met.
あなたの記憶に同調します。
You were waiting for something. In the uni. In the kajira. And then I came. So in return for saving me, you entrusted something important to me.
はい。そしてあなたは考え続けました。ドアを開くのか、開かないのか。今も考えています。大事なそれは難しいのですね。
I wonder why in the other route she didn't appear. Especially when his life was in danger. Yeah, it's tough.
でも時間は少ない。
Well, no, except for Kasumi's route. Because in Kasumi's route, they were able to extract the Kagi. But in Shinobu and Ina's route, that's a different story.
あなたも私も。
No, even then, like him having like the whole operation and someone trying to stealing the Kagi, at least Shiguma would show up and do something about it, right? Unless there's some condition that causes Shiguma not to show up before just now.
だからあなたの魂は考えないといけない。
Oh, so his tamashi is really involved. So I'm guessing, yeah, maybe she couldn't manifest earlier because his tamashi wasn't strong enough or some shit. Maybe that's the case. I don't know, man. I'm making shit up right now. Maybe they'll give a good explanation.
ドアを開くのか、開かないのか。
Bro, Chujins and shit. Shuta. Dochi. The wind blows. Before I knew it, the skies was enveloped in light, and the girl's figure had vanished somewhere. I heard a meow like that of a neko. As if saying there was no need for it here anymore, the neko also disappeared somewhere else. Something was about to begin.
でも時間は少ない。だからあなたの魂は考えないといけない。
No good. I'm still what? Head to swirl. What am I trying to do? What's the point of clinging to this damn world? I felt dizzy. Memories from some time ago began to mix into my vision. Maybe it's already fine. Originally, nothing really mattered. From that time I had, this world has become meaningless to me. Wake up. Shuta. I thought I heard someone's voice. My body was shaking. It felt like someone was carrying me. Kowa. Here. I could feel a soft weight on my body. Huh? Wait. Where's Romi? Unless Romi is. Unless Shiguma is possessing Romi. I don't know. Why is Romi here? Romi was lying over me, as if enveloping me in sleep. Did she carry me? Meanwhile, Hoshi of the CC in the call was just watching the whole thing. Arimura Romi. Hayamura Akane. She's really a strange one. She suddenly appeared in front of me after 7 years apart. She made it seem like a guzen, but I'm sure she had a clear intention behind it all. She came to see me, and she tried to help me. I still don't understand her true motives. Even so, being with her gave me a strange sense of comfort. She must have thought it would be fine. No matter what her intentions were, there's no doubt I was saved by Arimura Romi. Romi slowly woke up, her eyes still half closed. Yo.
いやあ、よかった。このまま目が覚めないのかと思ったよ。
You carried me? From where? From there?
あそこ？いや、連絡がつかないから部屋まで来たんだ。そしたら君がひどい顔でベッドで寝ていたから。
Did he dream the whole thing? What the fuck? そっか。So, she came back here on her own, huh? Humans are really stubborn. Something like that happened before.
Eh?
When I went to Ogasawara. Back then, when I woke up, somehow I was saved. Oh, okay, so she really did save him, but she just saying some shit or something. I don't know, maybe. I'll get context from this conversation.
目が覚めたら船の上にいたね。
Yeah, that's it. That time. You're not going to ask me anything, huh?
何を？
What have you been doing since that summer, since that day?
うん。
Why'd you have teary eyes?
全く知らないわけじゃないし。それに、やっ
Sorry.
ぱり聞きづらいよ。
Well, I guess so. If there's something you want to ask, feel free to ask me.
そう？じゃあ、君は病院でどう過ごしていたんだい？だいぶ長くいたはずだけど。
病院か。I was pretty much just leaving for a while. If you want to know what happened after I woke up, I can tell you. To be precise, it was after I could see again. But that part, it's a bit complicated, so I'll skip over it. It was about a month after I woke up. I found out from Oji-san that I had a severe case of Suicinebyo. Suicinebyo is usually detected through a test done at around 2 or 3 years old, so it's pretty rare to develop it after 10. And apparently the level of severity was quite severe. They said I probably had to stay in the Byoin for a while and undergo tests. That wasn't really a problem for me. In the morning, after waking up and finishing asagohan, there'll be a simple checkup. After that, I'll take classes online at designated times. Mostly it was just the teacher talking to themselves, but sometimes there was recordings of actual classroom scenes from somewhere. I ended up watching the same class for half a year, So I even memorized all the names of the students in the class. Ooh, remote learning. Remember, this video was released during the time of COVID, so anyone reading this would be like, I totally understand what he's talking about. Since no one was watching me, I could have skipped whenever I wanted to. In fact, I often wandered off to the park, Poland, on the hospital grounds, and played by myself. And then about 4 years ago, my doctor, Goda Sensei, said something to me. It's about time we get you back to a normal life. I left the Byoin, moved to this mansion, and started going to school 2 years ago. They arranged everything for me to live alone. A fixed amount is deposited into my account every month. Goda Sensei said not to worry about it since the money comes from my Hotosan's inheritance, but I had a lawyer explain the inheritance division to me. And I looked into it myself, but my Hotosan didn't have any assets like that. According to Goda Sensei, my father's achievements keep generating money or something. Anyway, that's how my life started. Wait, I'll be right back really quick. I gotta turn on the fan. Okay, I'm back. I can't remember if I read this. Anyway, that's how my life started. Honestly, I didn't really fit in well at first. I don't know if it's because of the gap or my personality. Could be both. I mean, some people are homeschooled, but Shuta's just a straight up asshole. I wonder if he was originally an asshole or it's something he developed as a defensive mechanism. It wasn't like this before. I even got along with a weird Tenkose back then.
そうだね。
Well, that's about it. That's my 7 years in a nutshell. I wonder if we'll fall back to that weird Tenkose. I feel like he didn't just randomly bring that up for no reason. Like the plot's gonna go back to that one line drop.
そっか。
Then let me ask you something now. What about you? Why did your name change?
私は
Huh?
ここ数日母の実家に行ってたんだ。
What? Your Okasan's? Huh. So you're still connected to that person, huh?
いや、そうでもなかったんだ。実はあの後、君が紹介してくれたホテルのオーナーさんがよくしてくれてね。
The owner, she introduced me.
養子に迎えてくれたんだよ。
Adopted? I didn't know that happened. That person. Harimura-san, right? So yeah,
実際はそう単純にいかなくてね。母は私を手放そうとしなくて、弁護士を交えて何度も話し合いが持たれたよ。
Now I'm curious what happened. What's exactly Romi's? What happened 7 years ago exactly?
私は私で自分から何度か母の元に戻って、でもやっぱり母との関係はどうにもならなくて、結局母から離れることになったりで、母の執念はすごかったよ。私自身もまともじゃなかった。有村さんにはすごく迷惑をかけた。それで最後は母が見つけられないように名前まで変えることになってね。
Now I wonder what her Okasan's Haha's obsession is all about.
おかげでしばらく母から距離を取ることができたんだ。その後、母は なんていうか、心を病んでしまってね。元からそういう風なところはあったけど、壊れてしまったんだ。まともに会話ができないくらい。それからは会うと言っても、私の区別もつかない母の見舞いに行くだけだった。
So, you've been through a lot too, huh?
そうだね。それで、先日、その母が倒れたと連絡があってね。
Huh?
それで急いで千葉まで駆けつけたんだ。母は、病院のベッドにいたよ。私は2日間母の前にいたけど、一度も目を覚まさなかった。今も眠り続けている。
そっか。
私はひどいんだ。この方がいいのかなって、寝ている母を見ながら思った。だってその顔は、今まで私の知るどんな顔よりも安らかだったから。
そっか。
私の母と父の話、同じような話をいつかしたよね。父親は有名な研究者だった。代々高名な学者を輩出しているような家の人だった。平凡な家の娘だった母は結婚を大反対されたらしい。大反対の末、二人は駆け落ちして結婚する。二人の子供はきっと優秀になる。そうすれば実家も許してくれるだろうと、二人は励まし合った。そうして生まれた私は、期待に反して平均よりもだいぶ成長の遅い子供だった。3歳になっても他の子ができることが全くできない。そんな時、父親が姿を消した。
Oh, he disappeared rather than... I thought he, something bad happened. No, her dad just bought some milk.
自分たちは捨てられたのだと母は思った。この子が愚鈍だからあの人はいなくなった。母は私を責めることで心のバランスを保とうとした。けどきっと、それは逆に母を傷つけていたんだと思う。私を責めれば責めるほど母はおかしくなっていった。私は優秀になりさえすれば母が優しくしてくれると思って勉強をした。結果も残した。でも逆効果だった。母は一層私を責めるようになった。そんな時に君に出会った。そして一緒に不思議な冒険をしたね。
あ
あ。有村さんにお世話になるようになってからも、ほとぼりが冷めたら戻ろうと思っていたんだよ。あの頃私はまだ諦めていなかった。母と父と3人でまた暮らせるって子供ながら希望を持っていたんだ。今思うとバカみたいだけど、だから会いに行ったんだ。そしたら、
あなたは誰？
さっき言ったように、母は私の区別がつかなくなっていた。私だけじゃなくて、いろんなことがわからなくなっていた。すべての悩みから解放され、放心状態の母がそこにいた。それから病院にたびたび通いながら、母と話にならないような話をしていたよ。母は私を思い出さなかったけど、なんていうか、それでもいいような気がした。少なくとも昔よりもずっと母は静かに平和そうに見えた。
So, you were doing all that while following me around this town.
それでね、一度だけ母が 私を思い出したことがあるんだよ。その時話してくれたんだ。
茜。
ママ。
茜。
ここにいるよ、ママ。
ごめん。ごめんね。
どうしたの？大丈夫だよ。
ごめん。茜。お母さんになってあげられなくて。ごめんね。
そんなことないとは言えなかった。あなたは立派な私のお母さんだったよって言えなかった。なんでなのかな。だったら普通のお母さんになってくれたらいいだけなのに、それはそんなに難しいことなのかな。いくら考えてもわからないんだよ。
そうか。ねえ。About your 母さん。I only met her once. She was in terrible shape, but when I think about it now, it doesn't feel that bad. It wasn't out of consideration for Romi. I really felt that way. Maybe it's because there was no malice in her. I think she was desperately trying to do something about something. She was desperate, but that didn't work out. She must have lost her balance completely. Of course, that's not something to be proud of. I think there probably wasn't any malice towards you. At least that's what I feel now when I look back. Back then, I was just a kid, and all I felt was fear. But that person had forgotten everything. The obsession of hers was to vanish somewhere. I felt lonely somehow. Yurika-san, I think she'd be happy to know you were by her side.
ありがとう。
I felt sympathy for the girl in front of me. Then, and even now, I truly sympathize with her from the bottom of my heart. What's wrong with Romi? Well, what was she doing wrong? Sekai? Or Romi herself? Unfortunately, such philosophical questions weren't in my realm of expertise. Nay,
何？
if I were dead by tomorrow morning, please, responsibly dispose of the hard drive. Oh
何それ？
It's important, you know. You're someone I can trust, so I'm asking you to do it.
ありがとう。だけど、だったら私を信じてほしい。シュータはまだ死なないよ。
そっか。If you say so, then I can sleep easy. You know what? They just introduced that thing about Romi, and then they suddenly fixed that problem in the same scene. It was like, I had this problem, and it's done. Okay. I mean, maybe it'll make more context later on, because I'm sure they're going to tackle what happened 7 years ago, but coming from, you're approaching this from this, you're approaching that kind of, you're learning about that kind of struggle with Romi, and then it disappears in the next few minutes. Anyway. But anyway, considering that whatever the main route is going to be, the main conflict of this story is going to be, it's always something that always sidesteps everything that's the personal conflicts of these people. Anyway, my consciousness drifted into deep darkness. It was the memory of Natsu sealed away somewhere. I hadn't remembered it much until now. The touch of a small hand. In an unfamiliar land crossing the sea, we had a daiboken. It was like a dreamlike memory. Though it was short, I felt like we understood each other more than anyone else. The two of us could go anywhere. There was no unsolvable problems under that vast world. I truly believed it. The small hand of Arimura Romi, Akiyama Akane, was most reassuring and empowering thing I could ever have. Then and even now. The light on my eyelids woke me up. I'm alive. It felt like I barely managed to survive. Romi. Romi was leaning against the bed, still asleep. Still holding my hand. That hand felt like it was keeping me in this world. No, actually, since the start of summer, she's been holding on to me at the very edge, keeping me in this town in my everyday life. And this morning, the world felt a little fresher. The sunlight was dazzling. And there was no time to dawdle. The deadline is already right at my nose. I probably have very little time left. I need to steel myself. Should I cling on to life no matter what? Or should I quietly accept the end? Or maybe I had to choose. Erabe. What the hell? We skipped the entire day? I often dream of a large kajera. The kajera swims through the dark, endless sea. It's nostalgic. A scene so beautiful it makes me want to cry. When I wake up and don't get out of bed, I look at the Sora. There was no kajera there. And just a deep blue summer sky, of course. For now, it seems I'm alive today, too.
星。ん？お前、起きていたのか。いつから？つい最近にゃ。しばらく彼の様子を観察してから島に戻るにゃ。それはご苦労だな。
So this is the Miko, right? And the Miko is different from the Kyuseisha, right? Because we know the Kyuseisha is Sakashita Ina. So who exactly is the Neko? Obviously, I think the Neko was following Shiguma. Then
昨日、電話で野上と少し話した。ミコから託戦があったらしいんや。
Wait, then who's the Kiseisha? Is this Ina? Oh, what the fuck? I'm a little confused now. Unless Sakashita Ina was always a Neko. Ooh, I don't know, man. No, we saw it. She had a scene in the Byoin. Didn't I'm being confused. I'm confusing a lot of things now.
ミコはなんて？
変わりない。彼の心は破滅に傾いているにゃ。我々の任務は彼を島へ連れて行くことだという。
島に？回りくどいな。危険だというならこっちで殺してしまえばいい。なぜそれをしない？
見極めるべきことがあるにゃ。
情けをかけているのか？奴の危険性を考えれば、見極めるなどという悠長なことを言っている場合ではないはずだ。
さあ、ミコに限ってそういうものはないと思う。彼女はただ、いつでも最善手を選んでいるだけにゃ。世界にとっての。
Is the Miko different from their Kyuseisha? I'm getting confused. Obviously, they're two different things, so I'm thinking they're two different people. And obviously, LMAOs are involved, so.
ただ、彼に限っては、ミコの考えはその時々でブレてるように思う。
Yeah, maybe the Miko is Ina.
ブレている？
彼女にあるまじき何かへの戸惑い、決断を先送りする不安。まあ、事の重大性を考えれば無理のないことだが。
まあいい。私は私の仕事を果たすさ。じゃあな。
相内秀太、君にはいろんな意味で残された時間が少ないようだ。にゃ。
Classes ended by noon, and I was nibbling on the mackerel don. Shimadon. Sabadon? There's a lot of mackerel in Japanese. Anyway, in the shokodo. As I did, I thought about everything that happened to me this Natsu. At the start of Natsu, I met Romi. Thanks to her advice, I avoided hospitalization and was able to live my daily life under probation. But even that had its limits. Even a slow turtle eventually reaches the goal. No matter how much the end is delayed, it will come eventually.
やっほー、待った？
A cheerful voice called out to me. Nishino, huh? What do you mean? Did I keep you waiting? You didn't.
だって一人で4人掛けに陣取っているから私たちを待ってたのかなって。どうもどうも。
Katagiri also showed up behind Nishino. First of all, just because I'm sitting at a 4-person table doesn't mean I'm waiting for someone. Second, if I were waiting for someone, it wouldn't necessarily be you too.
第一に待ち合わせもしないのに4人掛けに1人で座るのはおかしい。第2に相内には他に待つような相手はいない。
That's the kind of reasoning a normal person would make. It's almost just delusion.
てか相内昼休みに食堂行くの早くない？
Of course. In fact, I might have already led the class here before classes even started. Or maybe I didn't take any classes before lunch break.
ひどすぎる。
Eating in the crowded shokodo during lunch break, shoulder to shoulder with sweaty strangers. That's the worst. Sweaty strangers. I'll make sure that I get the table no matter what.
そこまでするなら食堂にこだわらなくてもいいのでは？
It's also used by college students. The store has good selection of items. Maybe they're suggesting I should just buy something to eat on my way here. The mackerel don here is oishi. You could even call it artistic. It's the only good thing about the school, really.
いつもわざわざ食堂で食べてると思ったらそんなものに執着してたとは。
Both of them sat down on my desk without second thought. Nishino had a large portion staminodon. Katagiri meat sauce pasta with a side salad. Bolognese.
始業式の日は半ドンで終わって嬉しいね。そうだ、これからどっか遊びに行かない？いいね。カラオケとかラウンド2とか。
A carefree, ordinary conversation with no real substance. If you think about it as BGM, well, I guess it's not that bad.
あゆちも行くでしょ？
As if I'd go.
なんで？
Why? You guys, the failing students are so carefree. Do you even have time for that?
何かあったっけ？
Don't you have exams starting tomorrow?
嘘？嘘？
What do you mean, uso? Were you just erasing the existence of exams?
だって試験なら夏休み前にやったよ。
Yeah, but just because you did them before Natsuyasumi doesn't mean there won't be any after
お
it.
かしい。去年そんなものあったっけ？
Apparently, it's new this year. For Natsuyasumi, exams are held right after break. Well, I'm all for it. It's the perfect way to cool out those who slacked off during Natsuyasumi. Just like with final midterms, there'll be makeup exams for failing students, and top performers will get their names displayed prominently.
本社の情報は私らには全く関係ないわけだけど、追試か。これ以上練習の邪魔されるのは困るな。困った。次赤点取ったらお父さんにどこに連れて行かれるやら。あゆち、なんとかして。
Let me tell you something important. There's nothing more powerful than the accumulation of daily effort.
どういうこと？
It means stop wasting your energy on pointless struggles.
そうだ！一緒に勉強しようよ！
They're not even listening to me. I'm declining. I got my own things to do.
約束だったよね。僕を頭良くするって。
I gave up on that idea pretty quickly.
早々に諦めてた。僕が入った意味って。ピリギャルが慶応大に入る約束はどうなったのやら。
I never made any such promise. You're not even a guy in the first place. Here, これ。これって。It's a poop mandrill.
うんこマンドリルとな。
うんこmandrill.
これで満点間違いなしだってあるか。ひどい。これ小学4年生向けって書いてあるし。
Oh, I like how he kind of repeats the thing that he did in Kasumi's route.
小学生の男の子が喜ぶやつでしょ。うんこマンとか。
うんこman.
もうちゃん、ちょっと大きいよ。何が？うんこが大きい？
This girl's got no shame saying like unko in front of people. I shouldn't have given it to her. Seriously, you need to start over from the middle of elementary school and take things seriously. And eventually aim for where you are now with Unko Man. That's probably the fastest route.
まあ、やってみるけど。
It seems she's already started.
あゆちくん、うんこマンドリル、手応えあるよ。いい感じに溶けていく。
Well, it is for 4 creators after all.
すごいいい感じにうんこマンがナビゲートしてくれる。
I'm heading out, so good luck.
うんこの手応えすごい。私も帰る。
Katagiri shouted something, and passing students stopped in their tracks. Nishin and I quickly left the area. Satte. I asked. I got my own things to do. I sat at my desk and rolled up my sleeves. It's a plan to reclaim first place. This is what I obtained. Arimura Romi's previous results. 5 subjects. 492 points? That's ridiculous. I can't even imagine how she's racking up those scores in Nihongo. Until now, she had been putting in much effort. She'd just been dropping a few of the teacher's deliberately tricky questions here and there. But this time, by analyzing her patterns from the past few years, I got everything covered. According to my prediction, she'll reach 495 to 500 points. Kampeki. Let's celebrate in advance, shall we? It was a short reign, Romi.
何を一人でブツブツ言ってるの？ブツブツどころか高笑い始めたけど。
Oh, Romi's here? Why is she here? Ah!
うん。
What are you doing here?
なんでって言ったじゃないか。
Told me what?
君の症状が少しは安定するまでここに滞在するよ。
Huh?
またいつ倒れるかわからないだろ。その時誰もいなかったらそのままかもしれないし、しばらくはここで様子を見るって言ったじゃないか。
Well, now that you mention it, maybe I did. The day I collapsed. I was so out of it at that time, I don't really remember much. Oyaji called me later that night, but having someone nearby in an emergency situation is definitely a help. So I decided to let her stay here for a while. Mate, but you're saying you're staying over.
そうだよ。そのための準備も持ってきた。
In the corner of the room was an unfamiliar suitcase.
ああ、布団は気にしないで。寝袋があるんだ。科学特捜部室でもよくこのセットで泊まっていてね。
Well... But still, staying over? I get what she's saying. It's not like she's someone I need to worry about. Is that okay? You're not using this as an excuse to interfere with my studying, are you?
なんで私がそんなことをする？
To keep my first place ranking.
はあ、どれだけ人を目の敵にしているんだい。
Anyway, I get that you're good at math and physics, but it's hard to understand how you're scoring well in Japanese.
私はそれなりに読書してるんだよ。文学だって歴史物だって読むよ。
That's unexpected.
さてと、ちょっと台所借りていいかな？
Huh? Sure, use it as you like. What is she doing? What's going on? A strange and energetic sound came from the kitchen. I quietly peeked in. What are you doing? Romi was arranging various ingredients in the kitchen.
料理だよ。
You cook?
うん、ちょっとした趣味だよ。ホテル暮らしをしていたから最近はあまりしてなかったけど。
But why
お
now?
邪魔する以上はちょっとしたものを作ろうと思ってね。今頃聞くのもなんだけど、食べる？
Well, I don't know what you're making, but if you're cooking, I'll take some. Judging by the ingredients, it didn't seem like anything too outrageous was being made. She worked quite efficiently, chopping up the ingredients. Though, I don't know what she's making. By the way, it does look like someone who uses a knife.
ひどい言いようだ。
No, it's just... And the image of you in the lab coat is completely opposite of this kind of domestic stuff.
まあ、それはそうかもね。
Don't cut yourself.
大丈夫だって。はい、どうぞ。
This is cold Chinese. Wait, I actually want to know how this is spoken. Koitsu wa hiyashi chuka ka. Okay. For such a simple dish, it's pretty fancy. Handmade shrimp shumai, a jellyfish and tofu salad. I'm not hungry. I'm now hungry, man. Each dish seemed fairly elaborate, but she must have finished them all in about 30 minutes. Let's dig in. That means she's very skilled. Like, I also cook, but like I'm not like really good. Like I'm like just enough so I can survive and it tastes good enough for me. And some people say it's okay, you know, it's not like the best thing ever. But you know, seeing someone who's very skilled at cooking can turn like my 1 hour cooking into like literally 20 minutes or less. Because I'm really that slow when it comes to preparation. Yeah, actually it's mostly the preparation where I suck. But like when the movie, that's why most of my cooking at home is just something you can just dump in the fucking Instant Pot. I rarely cook something elaborate. Anyway, that was random. Let's dig in.
どうぞ。私もいただきます。
This is quite good. Those words naturally slipped out of my mouth.
そう？
It seemed like she used some kind of seasoning as a secret ingredient. I didn't know how skilled she was, but it seemed true that cooking was her shumi. I thought she was just a research geek, otaku, but she's surprisingly versatile. The sound of us eating hiyashi chuka echoed quietly in the night. Gochusou-sama deshita.
はい。ごちそうさま。
Somehow, it was oishii. Shojiki, hiyashi chuka aren't exactly my favorite dish, so I wouldn't order them at a restaurant. But then again, I never make it myself either. However, eating something someone carefully made like this makes me realize it's not a dish to be underestimated. What the hell? Cold hiyashi chuka has begun?
片付けはしておくよ。君は勉強でも何でもしていてくれ。そうだ。この後なんだけど、ちょっとうるさくしていいかな。
What? Are you going to listen to music or something?
いや、電話みたいなもの。
Denwa? Is she talking to a classmate about something trivial? I can't imagine it. Oh, sure. Do whatever you want. You can use my room.
悪いね。
Carrying her laptop, Romi headed into the next room. I could hear Romi's voice from over there. Was it a conversation? It wasn't Japanese, nor it was English. It sounded like she was chanting some kind of suspicious incantation. This is scary. What's been going on since earlier? From behind the door, I could hear a strange incantation-like voice. What on earth is she talking to? And what's she saying? Could it be That guy. I imagine Romi standing with her arms spread wide, communicating with the Uchu. If it were him, he'd probably do something like that. Wait, what are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Well, I'll just leave her be. After finishing her mysterious communication, or whatever it was, Romi came out of the room. Sure, feel free to use it. Huh? Are you asking me if I want to join you?
言うわけないだろ。後で入るならお湯をどうしようって話。
Just leave it for me. I'm only going to take a shower. I'm only going to take a shower anyway.
そうなんだ。じゃあ抜いて洗っておくね。
Romi headed to the Oporo.
給湯を開始します。
The automated voice began playing. Oh yeah, that's how the much more modern mansions in Japan. They actually have very advanced bathing facilities. They also have like a bathroom dryer function as well. That's amazing. That's very amazing stuff there. Even though it's so hot, she seems to be soaking the Oporo properly. Well, do as you like.
設定温度を43度に変更しました。
That is hot. 43 degrees? What? 43? Isn't that too hot? Bro, yeah, bro, you can literally cook meat with that. She's not making a mistake, is she? Hey, isn't 43 degrees way too hot?
普通だけど。
It's not futsu janai.
いただきました。
I am so not ready for this shit. She's just wearing it. I'm glad you're okay. I was so worried she might die from overheating. Is 43 degrees really okay?
そのぐらいの方が体にいい気がして。
It's not good. Wait, you're coming out with that weird outfit? What is that?
変な格好って。パジャマだよ。
I thought you'd be sleeping in your lacquer or something given how you are.
そんなわけないじゃないか。
Even if it's not, that still seems a bit much. Alright, we're ready for an MLT by the way.
寝るときは誰に見られるわけじゃないんだから、一番落ち着く格好でいいじゃないか。
I'm seeing you. Is that really the most comfortable thing for me to see?
落ち着くよ。
Why does it have to be like a kid's costume pajamas? A onesie.
それは恐竜が好きなんだ。
Ah, sokka. That's not something to be embarrassed about. This is not a keyword, by the way, but this is a reference to air because, anyway, Mizuzu is into dinosaurs or something. Anyway, dinosaurs, huh? Now, I'm being shown another side of her that I didn't need to know. But it's such a hot outfit.
案外通気性がいいんだよ。それにエアコンというか寒いのが苦手なんだ。
What is this heretical thing I'm hearing right now?
君にエアコンの設定を上げてもらうわけにもいかないしね。この前部屋に来た時思ったけど、君の設定温度は私には少し低すぎるしね。
You're being so considerate. Romi lay down the sleeping bag in the living room and started sleeping. I didn't tell her to use the bed, knowing she'll probably refuse anyway. Besides, our sofa isn't big enough for me to lie down on, and I'm not okay with sleeping with a sleeping bag. It's been a while since there was someone else in my room at night. No, actually, it's the first time ever. Maybe because of that, I found myself oddly awake. Nay.
何？
I called after her, thinking she might be awake from the sound of her rolling over occasionally. Sure enough, she responded. Now that I think about it, we spent a night together before.
合宿？
That was in a separate room, wasn't it? It was in Ogasawara.
ああ。懐かしいね。
Ah. Strange as it is, being alone with her in a pitch black like this. The Hoshisora from back then. The sound of the umi. It felt like I could almost hear it. Even though I buried that Natsu in the depths of my memories, somehow I felt like I remembered that Yozara so vividly. That night, we looked up at the full moon and counted stars in the sky. Back then, I felt like I could conquer the entire world, like I was invincible. And it became reality. At the cost of what mattered most to me. I want to call it in here. Let's see the first few scenes, then I'll call it in. Let me see what's the first thing he says. All right, this is good. This is a good ending spot. We're gonna continue again tomorrow. More reading of Romi's route. Hope you guys have been watching, and I'll see you guys at the next upload. Ciao.
金曜日の夜にお一人ですか？まったく情けないですね、兄さん。